What's the current state of the market and what should be your current state of mind in those market conditions? Hello, everyone. Good morning to another episode of Daily Data DJN. My name is Flo. Every day I bring you awesome content around NFT. So if you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. Today we are Saturday, 4th of June, and we're going to talk mainly about mindset. What mindset should you get in those market conditions? So let's get started with NFT coins related. You can see basically it's boring, it's sideways in the last 24 hours, slow pullback between 1 and 3%, but otherwise we're more or less ranging here for all those projects. If we look at the NFT floor price, though, by trading volume, we can see different pictures. First, the biggest collection with the biggest volume at least are mostly all in the green, in the red, sorry, with Goblin Town minus 30% almost. So it's very significant pullback. We have other, beside that, there's not so many performing assets in the last 24 hours in terms of volume. If we look in terms of market cap, it's more correlated with the coins, meaning that it's a slow bleed kind of range. I mean, we have Azuki minus 10% in the last 24 hours, Befriend minus 13%. But that's it. That's it. I think the Goblin Town pullback is kind of bringing some of the volume and speculators with him. So, kind of sideways going down. And if we take a bit, if we zoom out a little bit, we can see also on the blue chip index by NFTGo that the total amount has been going down with lower low and lower highs, meaning we might not see a pump anytime soon, in the NFT market. So that's why you need to look at this video. Let's get started with the right mindset to have. Il Capo of Crypto say the hardest part of crypto is putting emotions aside. And that's a typical case of reality versus theory, right? In theory, you have to buy high. No, you have to buy low, sell high. Don't get your emotion on the way, and do rational investment, diversify, manage risk, all that kind of stuff. And then you get in front of the market and you realize all those theory is great, but it never get applied like this so easily in reality. Because in reality, you have Goblin Town, you have like very weird and irrational stuff on the market. So putting emotion aside is really hard, especially when you can do you have life-changing opportunity on the market. And if you have a plan of like not trading those hyped FOMO assets, then it's super tough. It's super tough because obviously we are humans. We are animals. We are not rational by default. So that's something we need to learn. These investors tell us, been listening to opium narrative in every market for months. Guys, it's just a giga shitty time for risk assets with almost every dynamic possible playing against them. People will realize this soon and people will overreact, and then will be your opportunity. So what is saying basically is we are not done with crashing. There's going to be a liquidation. There's going to be a capitulation event, meaning even the most bullish people like me, like you, if you're watching right now, they're going to be like, oh, fuck that shit. I'm done. The market is down. I lost so much money. I don't want to hear about it anymore. And they just sell everything and leave. And then here come your opportunity. It's always like this in crypto. You need the maximum people getting wrecked in order for the bull cycle to run and to start accumulate on the back. So you know what to do, right? Don't give up too easily, and be ready for the opportunity when it comes, because it's really life-changing opportunity. We have crime.eth that say grateful for life, fuck a chart, bullish on breathing. I thought it was quite poetic. It's not really a mindset or anything. It's just great advice. It's true. Like it seems all gloom and doom in the current state of the market, but that's only if you have 100% of your mindset in the market. If you're too involved in it, then you're gonna feel like shit every time Ethereum drop to 5% or your favorite collection is dropping. But if you're grateful for life, if you're grateful for what you already have, then you don't care so much, or at least a bit less, on the NFT market and crypto market. And you can focus on other things, and you can also be ready when the time comes to get all in and enjoy those markets turnover. DC investors again. My philosophy since I got big into NFT 1.5 years ago was that I only had one chance to accumulate a meaningful piece of history, while most don't understand what is happening yet. And so this guy, as you know, has bought some big Fidenza, a lot of art blocks and stuff like this. And it's so wise, we're like, okay, fuck, why those guys are spending 100 ETH on pieces on generative art and stuff like this? Is because he's right. It's like history is being made. It's the rising of an industry, rising of culture and art in the blockchain. So those are historical pieces. They're gonna be worth a lot. So you can invest a lot now, and of course it's always a bet. But this guy might have. I mean, you can see the information asymmetry and the competitive advantage he got from understanding before anyone else. And now what he's saying is that a prolonged bearish period may present a similar opportunity. So it's actually a great chance. If it keeps on falling and falling and falling, there's going to be renewal, there's going to be innovation, and there's going to be brilliant people working on amazing stuff. And so this is your chance if you do the research and you don't let influencers dictate what you should be looking at. Then that could be life-changing. That could be really a brilliant opportunity to make a change. And final mindset, final wisdom for today. NFT statistics. I love this person. I see so many complaints that NFT are hyped only, but Gucci is hype only, diamonds are hype only, Rolex is hype only, Hermes is hype only, high-end vodka is hype only. Humans gravitate toward brands that make them feel good. NFT are no different. So I don't see so much the link between how a brand makes you feel good and the hype and the overhyped project. I'm not sure this makes you feel good specifically, but the point is interesting. Whether it's in Web 2 or Web 3, you have those mechanisms, you have this social proof, you have the limited supply and the high-end brands that make you desire this brand, make you want to buy one. And if it's not accessible for most of people, then that's when it gets interesting for those people. So of course, not every brand you're gonna build in NFT will need to go around hype and FOMO, because we don't do all luxury or like high-end consumerism, consumer goods. But you can have good ideas, you can have good, if you understand how the mechanism in the art slash luxury segment work, because the marketing techniques are completely different from classic marketing. You have to make the good or service you sell less accessible. You don't communicate on the benefits but more on the values. So it's a lot of different advice, different perspective in the luxury management that could be really useful for NFT if you're building a project. So think about it as a good class to take, looking at those big brands entering the metaverse and the NFT space. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for being with me. If you're here until the end, you're completely awesome. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, beautiful Saturday with family and friends, and take care, everyone. Bye 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 bye.